Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts.
In this video, I'll be looking at Cult of the Lamb issue 2. Okay, so second issue of Cult of the Lamb. Um, nice cover. Again, as I said before in this first issue review, it's good to see the comic book actually look like the thing it's actually supposed to be replicating, which is very, very nice. And this one does a really good job also because it replicates some of the gameplay things as well. So we start off with the followers that started coming along. They're planting, they're breaking the rocks, they're chopping the wood, they're planting the seeds, exactly as you see in the game. They're pooing on the ground, exactly as you see in the game. And they're trying to build a little society, and they've got this now got a statue of the lamb there. The rabbit though, not interested. Um, basically, they just want to make a society. They're not interested in the cult thing, even though they're the ones that kind of started off in the first place. Um, and they're kind of getting a bit annoyed about it, and they kind of saying, well, can we have some latrines around because there's poop everywhere. Well, we could do, but I mean that's takes away from the worshipping. We can't be building that, and obviously you know in the game if you don't do that, they end up all getting sick and dying. Um, so the lamb goes off and basically does his does his best to murder as many people again as possible, cutting them into various pieces again, which is again just like the game. Um, there is a bad guys are there kind of plotting against him and realizing that obviously he should have died, and they're going to try and get him killed by this chap, which I can't remember the name because they've got funny names. Anyway, um, I shall not fail you, he says as he bogs off. Um, and then we get the duck. Apparently a duck. I'm a duck. He does mention later on. That is doing the fortune telling and basically says that there's going to be a problem in your future. Uh, it's going to be a corrupted heart, and there's going to be all this issue going on, and they've basically sealed the fate of the lamb apparently by actually kind of submitting himself to the reading. So he warns the lamb that there's going to be betrayal, and they don't know who from. They wakes up uh, back at the cult base. Obviously the rabbit is in the houses, and everyone else is outside getting sick and getting poorly because they're out in the rain and getting absolutely horrible. And he kind of says, "Oh, come inside, come inside." And they say, "Oh no, they don't want to come inside. They want to sit outside and bathe in the shadow of the statue of the cult because it's all that's really good." And it's like, right, okay. So this lamb needs to get back here pretty quick and start making houses and making it be a thing, because otherwise they're all going to die off before he gets back, which is exactly the same as the gameplay. Um, so, boss attack spits out these blobs of goo, which obviously spawn into these creatures. Lamb cuts through them as well. Again, it's a boss fight. It's that's why I like this. I like this. It's done. It's really done well to replicate the actual game itself, I think personally. Um, there's a prediction about all this kind of stuff that's going on with all the bad guys. The cat basically says that there's going to be that's kind of solved the betrayal booking of the other thing, but it seems there might be a problem back at the base. Um, the lamb kind of turns up and says, "Oh, look, I've done some brilliant killing. I've murdered loads of people." And it's like, "Oh, it's okay. Right. So promise me you'll never leave my side." And I promise, but we built this together. And it's like, "What do you mean we built this together?" I said, "Oh, look, but the old faith is only as strong as it could be. I've now got these kind of powers. We need to kind of do more worshipping and get my power levels up." And he said, "No," she runs off. "I don't want that. I want to just build a community." He said, "No, no, no, no. We need to build the cult of the lamb up even further." And so much so that the guy who was the old possible cult leader has now built a little temple and repurposed the building that she was living in as a temple. And now they are all playing there, giving him even more powers, which is exactly the same as the gameplay loop in the game. It's someone's put this together really well, and it's surprisingly deep, um, and kind of like detailed and what's going on for a comic book about a lamb that got through demons. Um, compared to some other books I've read over the past year or so. I mean, some of those books have barely had a plot, let alone, you know, words. 20, 15 pages out of 20 just of people running around and jumping. This is so dense in kind of like what's going on with all the, it almost reads like a Conan book. It's surprisingly good. So yeah, I think it's a 4 issue. I'm definitely keeping this all the way through to the end. If they do some more, I really hope this sells really well because I know the merchandise does pretty decent. I hope this sells really well and we'll see more of this because I think this is very, very cool. So anyway, that's pretty much all I can say about this one. So I will say thank you very much and hopefully I will see you on another video. Bye bye.